Good morning, everyone. I want to show you. Look at this. That's basil. I found the last time I was here. Gotta go and let Dilly out. Come on. Come on, Ham. Wet out here, you guys. Well, I cleaned up last time I was here, which yeah, I helped my children. My mom's around. They know. Oh, mom's gonna do some cleaning. I found a pack of seeds of basil and planted them. Just about every seed came up, I can tell. I'm gonna transplant them when they're a little bigger. Yeah, it's not too late. It's only July, and basil doesn't take that long to mature. Yeah, yes, yeah, and you'll have basil for a long time. And basil's so great. I mentioned that, I think, before. Blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, it regulates all of that. If taken regularly, yes, okay. Anyway, so there it is. I'm surrounded by plants. That's another thing too. I think from what I've noticed, okay, the garden of my daughter, I finally weeded that out as well. It was great. It had just rained a lot, so it was easy to weed. Everything grows in her garden. And she doesn't really do anything. She doesn't have the time. She works 60 plus hours sometimes a week and is studying, okay, towards her bachelor degree. So, and is raising a girl, right? Yes, my granddaughter. So she's busy. She's so busy, so, right? And she needs some time to relax too. Come on now. So, glad to be here and helping her out during this time. Yes? But she has this, I don't know if she knows, this green thumb that she's not even doing anything with it. The plants just, it doesn't matter where you plant anything here for her. It just grows. It grows beautifully. She has a sage plant out there. I've never seen a sage plant grow like that. It's huge. The leaves too, they're triple the size, or even more than a regular sage plant. And it is the true sage. It's like, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Yes. Her echinacea is just exploding out there, which I'm so happy with, and got permission to cut the heads now. Right? They'll come again. That echinacea will come back again and again, and also bloom several times in the summer, through the summer into the fall. Yes. So, but she has to. She doesn't do a thing. She has house plants. I can't keep house plants. She doesn't even water hers half the time, and they're thriving. What is it? My daughter has these two green thumbs, probably two big green toes too. Doesn't do anything, but whatever you plant here. Oh, it's me? That's not me. I know that. Anywho, so let's get going here. Her yard too, she hasn't mowed in a while, which is great because I already see some plants over there. I'm going, ooh, gotta go check those out. Yes, I've been collecting herbs here as well, all over the place. I'm always in the right place to see one, which is not in heavy traffic or anything. And going, ooh, ooh, ooh. It's wonderful. Thank you, Father. All right. We're in Judges 13. Samson. It's a little wet out here. Oh, we're getting into Samson. Samson's birth foretold. Again, the Israelites began doing what is evil in Yahweh's eyes, and Yahweh delivered them into the power of the Philistines for 40 years. Okay. There was a man named Zorah of the tribe of Dan called Manoah. His wife was barren. She had borne no children. The angel of Yahweh appeared to this woman and said to her, no name? She has no name. Seems to be mighty. See what's important and what's not? I'd say that'd be pretty important to know what her name was too. No. Yeah. Okay. Couldn't come up with a name. Anyway, Yahweh appeared to this woman and said to her, you are barren and have no child, but you are going to conceive and give birth to a son. From now on, take great care. Drink no wine or fermented liquor, and eat nothing unclean. Well, they're not supposed to do that anyway. Wine and fermented liquor. I know the guys like to drink it. I guess the women did too at that time. Well, there it goes. What does God say when you're pregnant? Don't drink. Don't drink any wine or fermented liquor. Yes, it can have consequences. Yes? All right, let's not do that. There's some good guidance right there. For you are going to conceive and give birth to a son. No razor is to touch his head, for the boy is to be God's Nazarite from his mother's womb, and he will start rescuing Israel from the power of the Philistines. The woman then went and told her husband, a man of God has just come to me. Oh. Wait a minute. What did it say up here? Yahweh appeared to this woman. Now it's a man of God who appeared to her. Okay. Who looked like an angel of God. So, a man of God has just come to me, who looked like the angel of God, so majestic was he. I did not ask him where he came from, and he did not tell me his name. So again, why is there this inconsistency here, and why has nobody caught that? It says, Yahweh appeared to this woman. She says, oh, a man of God has just come to me, who looked like the angel of God. Okay, well then it wasn't Yahweh. It wasn't God. It was what? A messenger? Okay. These inconsistencies are really annoying to me. And why are they annoying? Well, because, what was it now? What was it, Dilly? Was it God? Or was it some messenger? I think there's a big difference there. In my life, that's a big difference. Yes. When I just before said, thank you, Father, for guiding me towards all the herbs. I'm so makes me so happy. This snack. What do you think? I just got an answer back, like in this just warm embrace again. Right? Me acknowledging. Yeah, I know who I have to thank. I know who guides me. I know. You think there was a messenger there saying, oh, God says, oh, God's giving you a hug. Oh, God's... No. That's a direct communication to God. Yes? No messenger involved or an angel. Just saying, because I know in my own life how that works. What about here? I know it's a little thing. Who cares? I care. I want the truth. This is important truth. When you're given a message from heaven, and it's important that one is consistent on how that message comes to you. It is. Because you can very easily be misled if you're not clear on that. All right. Just saying. As I said, what do I see as important here? No doubt, most species, whoa, there it goes. We got another one to create, have more war. Free us again. Why is that constantly happening here? Well, it says right in the beginning, again, the Israelites began doing what is evil in Yahweh's eyes. Ta-da! All right, let's continue. Dear me, how long is this? Danny would say. She'll be coming home soon, too. Rosie's going to be a long one? Yep, it's going to be a long one, I think. I did not ask him where he came from, and he did not tell me his name. Oh, well, then why do they assume it was Yahweh? Uh-huh, see? But he said to me, you are going to conceive and will give birth to a son. From now on, drink no wine or fermented liquor, and eat nothing unclean. For the boy is to be God's Nazarite from his mother's womb to his dying day. The angel appears a second time. Manoah then pleaded with Yahweh and said, I beg you, Lord, let the man of God that you sent come to us again and instruct us what to do about the child when he's born. Huh? Yahweh heard Manoah's prayer, and the angel of Yahweh visited the woman again while she was sitting in a field, and when her husband Manoah was not with her. Oh, interesting. The woman quickly ran and told her husband. Look, she said, the man who came to me the other day has appeared to me again. Manoah got up, followed his wife, came to the man, and said to him, are you the man who spoke to this woman? Well, wait a minute. He replied, I am. Oh, so it was not in spirit or a dream or whatever. There was actually a guy there. Manoah then said, when your words come true, what will be the boy's way of life? The angel of Yahweh replied to Manoah, from everything that I forbade this woman, let her abstain. Let her swallow nothing that comes from the vine. Let her drink no wine or fermented liquor. Let her eat nothing unclean, and let her obey all the orders that I have given her. Manoah then said to the angel of Yahweh, allow us to detain you while we prepare a kid for you. For Manoah did not know that this was the angel of Yahweh. Well, didn't the woman already tell Manoah? I tell you what, you have a little faith. The angel of Yahweh said to Manoah, even if you did detain me, see, let me invite you. Could you stay around? No, we're going to detain you. What? What is this? How are people doing things at that time? Even if you did detain me, I should not eat your food. May mean, yeah. But if you wish to prepare a burnt offering, offer it to Yahweh. Manoah then said to the angel of Yahweh, what is your name, so that we may honor you when your words come true? Oh, build another idol? The angel of Yahweh replied, why ask my name? It is a name of wonder. Manoah then took the kid and the oblation and offered it on the rock as a burnt offering to Yahweh, the wonder worker. Man, this whole story is weird. Manoah and his wife looked on. Wonder worker. Seems like the Israelites' relationship with God has completely disintegrated. Yahweh the wonder worker. That sounds interesting. Now as the flame rose heavenwards from the altar, the angel of Yahweh ascended in this flame before the eyes of Manoah and his wife, and they fell face downwards on the ground. After this, the angel of Yahweh did not appear any more to Manoah and his wife, but Manoah understood that this had been the angel of Yahweh. And Manoah said to his wife, we are certain to die because we have seen God. His wife replied, if Yahweh had meant to kill us, he would not have accepted a burnt offering and oblation from us. He would not have let us see all this and at the same time have told us such things. And for her to get pregnant. Yep, let there be a son born from you. But because you've seen me now, too bad. Man, were they that dumb at that time? I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. This is a weird story. Probably made up. The woman gave birth to a son and called him Samson. The child grew and Yahweh blessed him, and the spirit of Yahweh began to stir him in the camp of Dan, between Zorah and Eshtaol. All right. Bedtime story or something. Wow, just in time. That was the end of 13. So here's Samson. Who doesn't know the story of Samson, right? Yes? As I grew up, then also I said, I studied different religions, this, that. The one thing I came across was that one can't have direct communication with God in the past at certain times due to the fall, due to the original sin, yes? And so here are all these messengers and the angels, supposed angels, and actually people, sounds like physical in the flesh, right? Yes? Well, just like if we're descendants from apes, why aren't apes still evolving into human beings? Oh, that stopped at some point. Huh? Well, that doesn't make any sense when it comes to science. None. Zero. Okay? And science, if you believe the ape story, all that way, this, that, then on how that happened, then you're going to have to believe, and then say as well in science that, well, that just kind of stopped at some point, you know. Well, what reason was there for that then? Then you have to believe in God. You have to believe in something greater than just science. Otherwise, you're not making sense. Not to me, you're not. Nobody makes sense to me. It says we're descended from apes. Okay? Because they're not evolving anymore. We got gorillas, and they look, come on now. Interesting, possums have 5 fingers. They look like a little hand. I'm not kidding. Yes? Really cute. Oh. Yeah. So they say at that time, right, in the past, right, you couldn't have, because of original sin, have direct contact with God. That's not true. Or they're not. That wasn't recorded properly in Genesis and Exodus, where our forefathers had plenty of communication directly with God. Just saying. Yes. Well, so here we have the story of Samson. The Israelites needed somebody else again, and it had to be a greater story than just the judges. They've gone through enough judges now already, and things aren't getting any better. Sounds like. Though again, if you remember what we read in 12 about the judges and how they had 30 sons and that brought in 30 women from the outside for the sons, and the 30 daughters he gave out to. So there's dowry stuff going on, no doubt, right? They were rich. They weren't poor. Then their other judge who had, 40 sons and 30 grandsons and had 70 donkeys, a donkey for each son. 70 donkeys. And we have one. And it's not cheap. I mean, cheap. It takes some money to feed a donkey. Keep him happy and healthy. 70 donkeys. That's not a poor man, is it? Hmm? So what was going on with the Israelites? Why were they so unhappy? Because they're under the yoke of the Philistines. It doesn't say how. It doesn't say how. Anyway. So, it seems to me just another way. The Israelites needed another reason. Another reason that justified going against the commandment, thou shalt not kill. And here, it's a story. To me, this is just a story. Whatever goes on with it, it's going to be a story. And it's just a bedtime it's inconsistent, and the desire of the Israelites clearly shows through. I saw someone, what was it, anti-Zionism or something, right? I guess that's being against Jewish people. Race-based again. Really, how long do you want to keep that up? Huh? How long? How long does Israel want to keep this kind of stuff up? I'm just asking. And I'm not just talking to Israel. All around the world, all them places that people live, can't they just look at each other and go, we need to fix this. We need to unite with each other and live in peace and harmony together. No? Is it so ingrained in us, like in a German shepherd, when you teach them to fight, when you teach them, to bite, this and that. They've been trained for certain work, yes, for so long, that German shepherds are not necessarily that easy to handle. They have to have a good master. Yes? There's something. Though the DNA wasn't changed or whatever in the physical makeup of that dog, it's still somehow, spiritually something proves that animals and plants have spirit life. Something's ingrained in them now. To do what? Attack people and fight. Yes? Now, not all of them. All right. A lot of them. I own German Shepherds. I own one right now. He had to be trained not to bite as well. And I wouldn't trust him being around a small child, all by himself. But he's a great protector. So it seems like the Israelites, at that time, even still now, it's ingrained to want to fight. Just want to fight. There's no peace to be had. But it's the other side. Is it really the other side? Because what I heard from that guy, anti-Zionism, really, what is that? So if I come and tell you, I said, hey, according to the Old Testament, man, you guys have problems. You have a lot of ancestral problems. All that killing of women and children, and not even counting the men. You really think God was okay with that? Really? When the blame, the guilt becomes over your head so big, I guess one wants to just go and blame someone on the outside. Done. Right? The Old Testament, again, with Samson, the Israelites need someone. They can never look at just themselves and go, we're 12 tribes. We're supposed to be under the guidance of God. What is going on within ourselves? Not willing. And they're not willing today either. That's it. Sounds like to me, what, Israel hasn't enough to fight against or this or that. Now this is being brought up again. Is it really? Is it really that? Or just another way to deflect from what the Israelites should be working on? Is this story just deflecting again? Yes? Well, anyway, I'm just saying, I'm not saying I'm all right, this or that. I'm just questioning certain things. I have every right to do that. Amazing if the men in the world, as interested as they are in wars and this and that, keeping their guns, and we get that, I get it, this is fine. Yeah. But all around the world, all that fighting over still territory, I don't know what, they were to put all that money and energy and put that into ending child sex trafficking, women's sex trafficking, prostitution, pornography, all that. jazz, huh? You're so interested in. Make use of. Behind closed doors, unbelievable how many people. That's why it still exists. If men didn't want it, it wouldn't exist. I don't think the women out there would put up a fight against that kind of stuff being eradicated. I sure hope not. But then again, one this day and age, one could be surprised over and that one too. What if all these leaders, men out there, well, not just leaders, men, just in general, all that energy, so worried you're not getting your due because of your race. You're not getting your due because you don't have a little strip somewhere that you still want. Constant fighting over. Taking over whole countries, this and that. I don't know what else. How to address someone properly or whatever. If men were to put people, were to put their energy where it should be, their money, the energy where it should be, every child would have a good home, I would hope. And that filthy abuse would stop. The filthy abuse of children would stop. Can't be stopped. Just like the Israelites can't be stopped from just being disunited, warring against each other, and warring against everyone else. So they needed another child. It's like, raise this child to continue the war for us. Is not what we're doing? Is that what we're doing around the world? Raising children? To keep fighting against each other? Okay. Well, what can I say? It's a beautiful day here. Praying for the places where fires are again just out of control. Maybe it has to be that way, I don't know. Maybe it's just people being careless, don't care. Yes, well, we had very hot days here, really hot days, but then it rained again. Now it's a little cooler, it's gonna get hot and humid again. Make sure you drink enough water. Yes, important. One gets dehydrated in weather like this very easily. Yeah. But again, it's like we have these hot days, then it rains, cools off a little, then it gets really hot again. Yes. Thank you, Father, for taking care of us here. Nothing to do with God? Oh. Yep. Exactly. That's exactly that kind of attitude the Israelites had. Nothing to do with God. It just is. And I say, well, it has a lot to do with God. And if one really, truly walks with God, amazing things happen. They just do. Yes, okay. Oh, said enough. Ugh. I'm a woman. I wish the men would just take care of business properly, according to the guidance of God. Yes? All right. That's some blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to you another time.